Hey everybody, it's Taki117 back with Taki Space Program. We are 1 minute away from our transfer burn to the moon. Our batteries are fully charged, which means I do have enough power generation with these tiny solar panels. I do want to activate that antenna so I can maintain communications as long as possible. Now these are, of course, not catching the most sunlight. Here we go, we're performing our transfer burn. It's going to take us right to the moon in a little over a day. So I need to figure out where the sun is. Alright, the sun is that way. So that once this orbit is complete, I can point in that direction. And I want to land on the sunny side of the moon for obvious reasons. So here we go. Now I'm not entirely sure what the first robot on the moon was. You know, the first probe that made a soft landing, I don't know. But the first humans on the moon, and what won the US space race, was the Apollo 11 mission headed by Neil Armstrong. Historic mission happened, July 1969. Let's see, I want to point radial out, I believe. Yes, radial out will work nicely for keeping these solar panels charged. For some reason that one has no flow. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So because I don't have any control, I can't unlock the stored electric charge here. So this mission is doomed. That is most unfortunate. So I am going to see if I can nope, that doesn't have it does have an alternator. So I'm going to see if I can reestablish connection here and save this satellite. Okay, so I managed to figure out what happened, what went wrong. And I'm actually going to... we still have no connection. But that's because we are out of range, not because so hopefully this extra 80 electric charge that I have is going to be enough to get us there, and it does not look like it is. Come on, please be close enough. Yes! Haha! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deactivate that. Now, what I've done is I've severed my connection. So, in doing so, I've cut off all communication to Carbon so my batteries can charge. Hopefully, by the time I get to within the sphere of influence of the moon, I can pass within 500 kilometers of one of my mini communication satellites there. Let's see. Yeah, Lunar Comsat 1, biome scanner. Looks like my other one might have despawned. That's unfortunate. So hopefully I can pass within 500 kilometers of one of those, because my antenna still has a range of 500 kilometers. And if I can do that, then I can turn it back on. I should be okay. Oh no, there it is. Again, because it's really close. Oh, I'm approaching my... launch pad reconditioning. So this is going to take some doing. So here we go, about to cross into the sphere of influence of the moon. And I should definitely pass within 500 kilometers of one of my satellites. I have a satellite in a 500 kilometer equatorial orbit. I have one in a 250 kilometer polar orbit. And then one in a 35 kilometer polar orbit. And my engine is powerful enough to save me should, you know, I get close to the surface. Things are probably gonna get dicey. Things are probably gonna get very dicey. There we go. Okay. Good news. Probably gonna pass within 500 kilometers of one of my satellites. Plenty of electric charge, and it looks like I'm even gonna come down on the day side, which is nice. Bad news. I'm gonna get one shot at this. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Distance, 1,000,000 kilometers. Distance, 1,000,000 kilometers. Distance, 1,000,000 kilometers. Yes! Alright, first things first. We are going to adjust our orbit so that we actually land... Oh, this is... I'm not going to be able to pick a good landing spot, unfortunately. Alright. Actually, I'm going to point retrograde for this. Whoops. So what I'm trying to do is put my orbit inside of like that crater there. Didn't work. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Oops. So I'm going to set focus if I can. You know what? That's fine. We'll go with that. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to activate my antenna again. Now this is going to use up, let's see, electric charge. I'm 13 minutes away, so I'm going to point retrograde. I'm going to fire up my engine just a little bit. Beautiful. Alright, so now we're going to switch from orbit to surface. Hope we don't run out of electric charge before we get there. Coming over some very rocky terrain over the North Pole. Let's see where my satellites are. Oh, great, I don't have a connection. All of my satellites are in the wrong position. All of them. I have nothing. I have nothing. So because I don't have a connection, because none of my satellites are in the correct position, I don't have a connection over my landing site. And so I smash into the surface. Kinda like that. Did anything survive? Nothing survived. Smash into the surface at, looks like 735 meters a second. So this, kids, is why you always want to plan. You always want to have communication satellites in orbit of things. I thought I could do it with the 3 I have, but it turns out I could not. Close that. I actually want to switch to, if I can. It's not going to let me. No, it's not going to let me. I need to head back to the tracking station. I thought I could switch to my lunar altimetry satellite, excuse me, after my ship had been destroyed, so that I could adjust its orbit. Unfortunately, it did not allow me to do that. So. You know, even if your satellites are within range, it's kind of hard to talk through rock. So I think what I need to do is put a couple of more satellites in orbit. This one is, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and fly this and use the onboard fuel to boost it into a 500-kilometer orbit. I also want to adjust its inclination. Well, I guess inclination isn't the right word. Maybe it is. So I want to adjust its orbit so that it's perpendicular to the other satellite. So we are going to just apoapsis out to 500 kilometers. Just going to go ahead and create that. See it scanning there. It's actually kind of a cool map. So you use terrain mapping. The moon appears fairly flat. My own map, on the other hand, looks infinitely better. All different biomes. Now, of course, that's a low-resolution scan. It's not a high-resolution scan. Here we go. Burning engine. I'm going to go ahead and stop the scan, mostly because I'm going to be too high for it to matter. I have plenty of funds. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I have plenty of funds, so I could just toss another couple of these out here. I might even take contracts to there. .8 there. So might accept some more contracts to put some more satellites out here. I need quite a few. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll just circularize this orbit. Abort. Remove. That's what I should have clicked. Oops. There you go. You know, maybe put one in a 45-degree inclination or something, just so I have coverage of the moon. Oh well, live and learn. I guess that mission was just doomed to fail. But that's okay. We will make it work eventually. Where is the moon? No, that's the Earth. Pointing directly away from it. Oh. It's hidden by the sun. So, yeah, there it is. Until next time, I'm Taki117, and remember, it's only rocket science.